Next up, it looks like Blizzard's action role-play game Diablo is coming to Nintendo Switch.
I'm waiting to show you the picture.
So, yeah, so
I want you to set it up.
So Blizzard tweeted a video of someone turning a little Diablo light on and off. You don't have to be a rocket scientist to get the tease.
All right, so we can't show you the video, but just take a look at this and just see there's a light switch.
Those of you listening,
that
it's just like a big red like demon skull.
Yeah, it's Diablo. It's Diablo's face. You ever played the game, and it's a light switch, like a night light, right? And it's plugged into an outlet, and it transitioned before I was ready.
Timer's on.
But so there's a little switch on the front of it, and if you toggle that switch, the light goes on and off, and that's what they do in the video. So
it's like 20 seconds just off, on, off.
Yep. So the expectation that we all got from that, and Blizzard apparently had no clue they implied, was that Nintendo Switch would get a port of the wonderful Diablo 3 and all its expansions. That would be awesome. I would love to play Diablo 3
That'd be such a great
Switch.
game on the go.
Oh, it would be so great. Just sitting on the plane and just murdering other creatures.
But a Blizzard spokesman has come out and says, quote, "We cannot confirm this rumor. As of now, we do not have any current plans to announce Diablo for the Switch. This tweet was meant to be a fun engagement piece. We do not have any plans to announce Diablo for the Switch." End quote. It's pretty clear cut, but
is it?
Tweet also is like
what kind of engagement are you expecting when you
I'm just like, if this isn't some kind of tease,
yeah,
what is the point? Are you starting to sell this weird Diablo nightlight? Is this
Who are you
like
engaging with
Blizzard.store.net? Like, what are you doing?
Yeah, I don't understand the deflection there. Of being like, oh no, we didn't mean it. It's just like an innocent little marketing thing for engagement. Like, no, it's not. You wanted to see if people wanted it on the Switch or not. You're already, it's going to be there.
This wasn't like
I would almost guarantee it.
A person that worked at Blizzard tweeted this out.
This was Blizzard
at Blizzard.
Yeah,
like they tweeted this, not like a dev for Diablo.
I mean, I would get it. I would get it in a heartbeat. I didn't get to play they added the Necromancer class with like a $15 DLC. I didn't really. I've already put in hundreds of hours. I got the Platinum Trophy. I couldn't really justify getting the Necromancer DLC because it was $15, and that's all you got. Like you didn't get any more missions and stuff like that.
It'd be the same game with a different person. And it's just. If it had come out while I was still actively playing the game, done 100%. While I was working through my platinum, because I had to get everybody leveled up to 70, and I had to do a hardcore character as well. So I would have definitely done the Necromancer. Now it's like, I don't know, but if they came out with a new version, boom, I'm there. I'd totally do it on the Switch, get in there and play on my Necromancer, and just, boy, there's just something about the Switch and the portability that just really... It works so well.
It does. It works surprisingly well. So I
wonder how big it would be. Like Diablo 3 and all its expansional glory come out on the Switch. How big is it? Does it fit on the Switch without a memory card?
I don't know. It's not like an aggressively huge game. On my PS4, it was same size as everything else. So I would assume that if they've been able to get Doom on there, they can probably find a way.
Yeah, but Doom is also like a linear.
No, it's true.
Like Doom's you go through these worlds.
Doom also was like 80 gigs on the PlayStation. So I'm sure that there would be a way to do it. Maybe like 5 or 6 or 7 gig. I don't remember.
I feel like you do. I think it's one of those like 14.
Oh, you could be right.
I don't know.
I don't know. It'd be interesting.
Who knows? If you know, let us know. Put in the comments, tweet at us, at our games, all that stuff. Stuff we said in the beginning, we'll remind you a little bit on the video every 5 minutes.
That's right.
Comes out across the bottom. Maybe not on the breakouts because every now and then I forget.
Yeah.
I realize when I upload it and I go to like edit the full video together, I'm like, already rented out all the parts.
Yep, that's how it goes.
That's okay. But moving on, there's a new update for Xbox One rolling out today to those in the Insider program, which adds a form of remote play with PCs.
It's us.
So
it's us. We're
it is
in the
a different
program.
form of remote.
Yes,
play.
it is. Not what you would expect.
Not like the remote play that we have on PlayStation, where you like plug your controller in your computer and you can remote play to your console.
No, not like that.
So it works through Mixer, Xbox's baked-in streaming service, and lets you pass control to anyone watching on PC via Mixer.com. So streamers will be able to let viewers control their games via a controller if they have one, or an on-screen gamepad if not. There are some other things, but what do we think of this?
I mean, you can already do like remote play like PlayStation does through the Xbox app. It works.
Xbox Play Anywhere as well.
Yeah, it works okay, the remote play for Xbox. It's not as easy to get into, or mine just consistently can't find the Xbox for some reason, but it works fine when I was doing PlayStation. I do it occasionally, like if I'm upstairs doing something and I want to go in, and I used to do it with Destiny all the time. So Xbox isn't quite as smooth, which is kind of funny because it's software. You'd think Microsoft would be better at that, but they constantly prove you wrong.
It is a Microsoft product.
When you have an Xbox,
a Microsoft product.
They constantly prove you wrong with what you think they can do with their software. But in theory, I think this is really cool because we're not necessarily streamers, but Mixer as a platform is growing pretty quickly, mostly because of the default tab on your Xbox. But it is a really interesting tool. It's got a little bit more interaction, I think, with streams. Twitch has some stuff, but for the most part, it's like you're watching. You can add bots into your Twitch stream to be able to interact with your audience and do like polls and stuff. Mm-hmm. But there's a lot of games that support Mixer features that grant special things in the games themselves. It gives you stuff to vote on in game. Mixer just has a few more options. It's very easy to use. So it's cool. It's an actual alternative to Twitch that isn't trying to destroy Twitch, it's just trying to do its own thing. And so it's good for the streaming community. And I think with this, it's a level of connection with your fan base that I don't think Twitch gives you. Well, I know Twitch doesn't give it to you, but it's cool because you could do it as like your subscribers. So people that subscribe to you on Mixer, you could put them into a drawing or something. It's like, all right, guys, we're going to have a subscriber play along. So you're just going to hop into a level and say, all right, I'm going to toss it to a random subscriber. Make sure you guys have your controllers ready, right? And maybe there's a way for them to verify if people can actually take control of the game or something.
I wonder if they're going to send them, I would assume they have to send them some kind of code, something through Mixer.
I'm sure there's something at some
like,
point.
hey, I'm going to pick like you, username, and then type.
Right, and sends them an invite, and you click on it or something.
I wonder if you could do, and this may be a stretch, like split screen co-op this way. Like I'm playing Cuphead. Who wants to help me beat this boss? Ooh. And then just like, hey, and like you're remote playing from not the same network, so it's already going to be sketch, but you have an extra life in Cuphead when you do it that way.
Yeah.
And so stuff like that. I wonder if they can log in and like, hey, I'm registered as player 2 as my login.
I don't know. That's a good question. It would be interesting. I think it's a cool step in the right direction. I think it just gives streamers another option to interact with their fans and giving them a chance to jump in and play in a live stream. So like people that do really well on Mixer, maybe you've got a fan that's really good in their chat, and that maybe one of your mods or something be like, all right, you go and play. And then he's getting to play and kind of feel that love and feel that experience. So it's really cool. I don't know how much it would get used, but still very cool.
Yeah, I'm excited to see what it looks like.
Yeah.
Other features in the update include support for 1440 video output on Xbox One S and X, a fresh and controller-friendly look for Microsoft Edge browser, which now lets you download and upload files and open tournaments, so you no longer are required to join a club. There's a section of your games library so you can see your redeemed games with gold titles, audio sliders to balance background music and game audio, and various improvements to the clubs. There's more on Microsoft's Xbox Wire blog.
Thing that stands out to me there is the new section of your games library with the games with gold titles.
Yeah.
It's frustratingly stupid to try and find games with gold. Like, it really is. Like, I'm an Xbox
every now
Live
and then,
subscriber.
like, you hop in to the store and you're like, oh, look, there's games with gold right there. Yeah. But every now and then it's not. And you're like, where? How do I get there?
It's not super. It's just
you gotta go like memberships and then click into it.
And then I get it. And then sometimes I can get there, and sometimes it just keeps taking me to stupid Game Pass because it didn't name things properly. Oh, Games Pass and games with gold. Games Pass with gold. Games Gold Pass. Pass gold. Games with. Like, I don't know what to click on. I hate you. You guys suck. So it's frustrating how to get to them. But it'd be cool to have a dedicated thing. I mean, PlayStation added that PlayStation Plus section a couple of years ago, I think, in their interface, which was pretty handy. So that'll be neat. Most of the time when I was interacting with PlayStation Plus, I was downloading them from my PC as they released. Yeah. So I would never interact with the store. Yeah, I mean, I know you can do that with games with gold too. It's, again, kind of clunky, not quite as obvious or easy to use.
Neither place has their online store nailed it.
At least like with PlayStation, the thing I can always count on is when I buy a game, once I get it to work, like I download it, then I hit download to my PS4, downloads every single time without question. No issues. Xbox seems like half the time when I tell it to install, and it'll pop up after I tell it to install and be like, just so you know, we sent this to your Xbox, but it may or may not work until you turn on your Xbox. Like,
what's the point of
what's
the
the point then? So like I've had it a couple times where like I grabbed the games with gold, and then a few hours later I turned on my Xbox and it's like starting download. I'm like, why isn't it done?
I wanted to play that.
That's the whole reason it's in standby mode, right? That's why it's not turned off. So I don't know. It seems like an easy thing.
Little thing.
I mean, PlayStation's had it for a long time, so I think Xbox would also have it.
Yeah. say
Them's
that.
the breaks.
They're
We
the
got good
ones-
enough internet. so it's
PlayStation
not
are the
a big
ones that
deal.
own Blu-ray and didn't put a Blu-ray player in the Pro, so
Ugh.
they both have their faults.
Yes, no one is perfect. Nobody's nerfect.
Oh, but this mess is a place.
Mm.
Next up, last story of the day. 2018's Battlefield game will be set in World War II, a new Venture Beat report states.
Literally the worst kept secret of the last 3 months. Go on.
After being referred to by the name Battlefield 2 throughout development, an update to the above report states that it has recently been given the final name of Battlefield V or 5.
I'm gonna go with
I'm gonna say Battlefield 5, which works both as Battlefield 5 and as the call out to the famous V for Victory sign. So
that's right.
little nugget. VentureBeat states this has been EA's plan all along: test the waters with a return to historical combat with World War I after doubling down in the more well-known setting of World War II.
It's weird because Battlefield 4 is modern. Battlefield 3 was modern. So Battlefield 5, yeah, let's go to World War 2.
Maybe they do want it to be Battlefield V. I mean, they'd be really dumb.
It's dumb because
Battlefield 4 came out and then Battlefield 1 came out, making it the fourth Battlefield.
Battlefield 1 I'm annoyed at, but I get because World War 1, Battlefield 1, they wanted that association. Fine, whatever. You had Battlefield Hardline, which was just stupid dumb. It was like just a skin.
It had cool
elements, but it was not worth a standalone. It was worth
the free game that it was when I got it.
Yeah, exactly. But Battlefield, I don't know. I'm sure the game will be great.
Oh yeah,
World War II, they're going to do it. They're going to knock it out of the park. Something I read a lot when I was looking at this. People want more They miss attachments for their guns, and I get that. Like, there's not a lot of and historically accurate. You're not going to be adding a suppressor and a scope and a stabilizer and an extra grip and a bump stock. Like, none of those things are going to be happening in World War One, and you're probably not going to get that in World War II. So it's like, okay, so is this going to be a reskin of Battlefield 1? Like, how much is it going to be different? A lot of people were already wanting to go back to modern. So I don't know. I was kind of looking forward to maybe modern stuff because Battlefield 1 was really good. They do have Call of Duty coming out, but I don't want to play Call of Duty anymore.
Yeah, but the next Call of Duty is going to be Black Ops.
That's true. It's going to be Black Ops 4, 15,
which is
16?
supposed to be present day.
Yes, it's supposed to be present day. But, the other rumor was Battlefield Bad Company 3, which would have been like Vietnam era. So it's not like that would be much better. Bad Company 2 was one of the better games that I've played.
That was such a great game.
Such a great game. So hilarious. Really good. But we're not getting that. They say maybe 2019 or 2020. And that's the next Battlefield title. But
yes,
for
this
now,
one's coming out in 2018. Then.
World War II, this is supposed to be later this year. We'll probably get announcements, in the next month or so. It's what they normally do. It's March, E3's in June. We'll probably hear this in April. We'll hear more on Spider-Man. We'll hear more on Days Gone soon. Like, all that stuff's coming.
Hope so.
Down the pipeline.
Because I've got money that I don't have that I need to spend on games.
I've got
games to buy.
I've got a credit card that needs to be emptied so I can buy these games. Mm-hmm.
I have to have them.
#finance.
Speaking of finances, thanks for watching the show. Supporting our show. Because we know you spend so much money on your YouTube subscriptions.
That's true. I always think about how much I spend on my subs.
Yep. Remember to comment below on what you thought on if you've played
Warhammer.
Warhammer. I was thinking of Warframe, and I was like, "That's
Warhammer." Originally started in like table games, like Dungeons and Dragons, like D&D type stuff. That's like that was the thing. So that's why it doesn't translate well to consoles and like modern gamers and such.
Yep.
So,
but let us know what you thought. Also, be sure to check out our new show over on Second Invite. We'll put a link in the description. It's a show called Boss Fight. It's shorter form, but it's a deeper dive into one topic as opposed to kind of a surface look at several topics.
Yep, not just talking about current news, but we're just talking about trending topics in the gaming world today, or rather Friday, whatever.
It'd be today when you see
the next
this
show we are doing is going to be on the different editions of games.
Yes.
As it's getting
so when they come out, so like Platinum Edition,
Gold Edition, Day 1 Gold, Super Express Awesome, Megaville Edition,
Walmart Edition,
Tank Edition, Not Having a Game Edition, all those kinds of things. So be sure to head on over to Second Invite and check that out. Remember, if you are listening to this on the podcast services, be sure to head on over, do a review on iTunes. Let us know what you think of the show, the better reviewed.
Even if you don't listen to it on iTunes.
That's true.
Like, head over there, give us a rating, give us a review.
Yep.
Helps out a lot.
Yep.
Really does.
Helps us out more than you would think. But I think that's all I got. What about you? You got anything else?
I don't think I have anything else. The ending
Okay.
is always the weakest part of this whole show,
That's true.
if I'm being honest.
I figure we might as well just keep up the trend.
As someone
then.
who does listen to the show, weirdly enough, I'm always at the end, I'm like, man, just shut up and end the show. Speaking of which, thanks for watching, guys.
See you guys.
Bye.